It says like this, but Martha was distracted with all her preparation. Go ahead and circle the word distracted. The sense of the word translated distracted here means to be pulled away. That's what it means. To be dragged away. In other words, to be taken captive. To be made a prisoner against one's own free will. That's what distracted means. The implication is that Martha wanted to hear Jesus herself. She wanted to be seated at his feet also. She wanted to be seated next to Mary, but she pulled away. She was pulled away, taken captive by her sense of duty. You see? Fretting about the meal has robbed her of the joy of listening to the Lord. We should, of course, take our responsibilities seriously. I'm not saying everyone should not, but not to the point where we neglect listening to Jesus. Sometimes an example is brought between a wife and a housewife and a house girl. House girl doing all the work, you know, he does all the, but he doesn't become a wife just because he does all the work the wife would be doing. It's just so you see the wife has a special place in the eyes of the husband, which the house girl does not have. Same thing, whatever you do for Jesus, you have a special place in his eyes, not more than the work that you do. It's not the work that makes you have a special place. It's you. You have a special place in his eyes. So, concentrate, focus on who you are doing the work for. You know, what's the point of you doing all the work and you don't know what that person really wants? He might cook very good food, but is that the food I want? First, have a relationship with me, and then cook for me, because then you will know what I want. So, what's the whole purpose? What am I doing with this? Let's not focus, be distracted by the work we do. Let's keep focus on the Lord himself. She wanted to listen to him though. You know, Martha wanted to listen to him as he offers words of abundant life. She wanted to listen to him as he said, if you want to save your life, you must give it away. She wanted to listen to him as he explained that the first shall be last and the last first. She wanted to listen to him when he said, pray for your enemies and bless those who curse you. She wanted to listen to him as he said, I am the bread of life. He who eats this bread will live forever. But she could not listen to him, for her mind had been taken captive by many things. And so Jesus says to her, Martha, Martha, you are worried and bothered about so many things, but only one thing is necessary. Focus on me. So this is our lesson today. This is our message today. Whatever you do, please focus on the Lord. Give him the time that is required. Pray, read the Bible, meditate, keep close to him. Keep close to him. He will fuel you to do all these other things you're finding it difficult. He will bring around the destiny helpers you require to make you reach your destiny. He will bring the Uganda crane to be next to you and help you live. He will do all these things. He will cause people to come and bring you whatever you require. He will concentrate on him. Concentrate on him, beloved. That is the main loss. Here is the great truth. Loss of focus can be cured by refocusing on Jesus. So if you have been focusing on so many other things, that's why you feel so much weight. This work of God is not supposed to be a stress to you, you know. It's supposed to be a joy. So focus on Jesus. Here is a warning, beloved. Unless we focus on Jesus, we will focus on something else. You see, we are made for focus. If you don't focus, if you don't focus on Jesus, you will focus on something else. I'll tell you a story. You see, it's from Scotland there, the Scottish legend. I read it and it stuck in my brain. A poor boy was tending some sheep on a mountainside. Those of you in Scotland, you know there are hills and mountains everywhere. Now, the boy saw a beautiful flower at his feet, so he picked it. As he picked it, he heard a great sound. Looking up, he saw in the side of the mountain before him a cave. Within the cave was precious gems and minerals. He walked into the cave, laid down the flower, and began to gather up gold, gather up silver, and all other precious gems. He held them in his arms. When his arms were full, he heard a voice speaking to him. And it said, "Don't forget the best." So he looked, he said, "I must have forgotten some more gold." So he gathered even more stuff into his arms, getting a larger load than last time. As he was about to leave the cave, he heard the voice again. It said, "Hey, don't forget the best." Hey, this time the boy laid everything down and filled his pockets and hooked things onto his belt and reached out and gathered everything he could possibly carry. Having a full load, the boy left the cave. Having a full load, now he had no more, he couldn't carry anymore. He left the cave. Now, and at that instant, the cave closed behind him, locking him out. In the wink of an eye, all that the boy carried out turned to dust and was gone. And the voice said, "You see, you forgot the best. The flower that you left behind is the key to the treasure. It opened the door for you. Always select the best and you can have the rest. Always select the best and you can have the rest. Always select the best and you can have the rest." So, once you have Jesus, you have the key. Once you have Jesus, you have the key. So don't get carried out by the things he has given you, the things he has made possible for you. Because if you forget, those things will turn to nothing. Those things will turn to nothing. So, the purpose of this story is this. Jesus is the key, my beloved. Build your relationship with Jesus and you will have the rest. We can be so busy with the things of life, we can become so distracted by what is going on that we miss Jesus. So as we go through this busy world, may our focus always be on Jesus. That's the end of the message. Before I go, I command the destiny helpers. You know, destiny helpers are those who are ordained by God to lift you up towards your destiny. I call them now forth. I call them from the north, I call them from the south, I call them from the east, I call them from the west. Let them find you. Let them help you towards your destiny. And when they come, recognize, ask for wisdom, that you recognize them and you give them access to you. Let your destiny helpers find you this month. In Jesus' mighty name, I've prayed with thanksgiving.
Hallelujah. Yeah. Is that enough? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So thank you, Pastor. There is a lot that I have learned from that. I don't want to be a Martha.